What's going on, people? It's your boy, Poster Boy, in the building. I thought I'd give my take on this Anthony Joshua situation from a mental health perspective. As you know, Poster Boy project is all about supporting men's mental health. So this is a topic that I thought I could actually give some constructive feedback on. Not only that, when I went through my mental health breakdown, I found strength in boxing, and I actually signed up to a white collar boxing match. And I know before people start, white collar boxing and Anthony Joshua's level of boxing is not the same. I know. I'm not trying to say I'll compare myself to Anthony Joshua in the slightest, even though I think I'll do better than Jake Paul. But who knows? But I'll definitely fight him for 90 million. But that's a whole different topic. So as you know, as I just mentioned, Anthony Joshua fought Jake Paul last month, knocked him out, broke his jaw in 2 places. Would have been absolutely buzzing from the videos that I've seen. He's been praised. He's been getting a lot of love from America. The women have all been, all over him. He seems to be having a re-emergence in popularity, only to be involved in a collision 1 week later in Lagos, Nigeria, with 2 of his friends who fatally passed away during that journey, as they crashed into a parts lorry on the side of the road. So today I've seen that reports saying that Anthony Joshua is going to retire from boxing, which completely threw me off because, as I mentioned, during my mental health breakdown, I found strength in boxing. And I think the reason that I found strength in boxing is because it gave me something to focus on. It gave me, they say when you're going through mental health stuff or, things that help you with your mental health training, it gave me a goal, it gave me a purpose, and I won my fight in the end. And I think when I was training for the fight, it wasn't even about the person. I didn't even think about who I'm going to be fighting, because at the end of it, I was just like, I'm going to win. Like, I've been through something so traumatic to myself that I just thought whoever is in front of me is not going to be able to give me the pain of what I've already felt during my lowest times. I felt it made me kind of feel indestructible, if that makes sense. It made me feel powerful. It made me feel like Superman. And I trained like that. My whole mindset around it was completely different to if I was to do a boxing match now. I think I'll still have the same drive and determination, but in terms of that passion that I had and determination to win that battle with whoever I was fighting, and the demons that are in my head, I was in a mind frame that I haven't been in since a long time, since I stopped competing in athletics. And I feel like after the fight, my fight I'm talking about, I literally broke down in tears in the ring. All my friends and family were there. And it was just a release. It was just like a build-up of so much tension, so much emotion. It was the end for me of a moment in my life which nearly saw me not have a life anymore. So when I saw a report that Anthony Joshua was going to retire, I thought, that's a really strange decision. And I hope it's not true, because in my mind, Joshua was going to fight. He was going to fight Fury. He was going to do it for his friends that had passed away in their memory. He was going to achieve something that he's been waiting to do, to achieve for years, which is fight Fury. Hopefully he can get a title back. And then in my mind, he will retire at the top, and, he'll sail off into the sunset. He'll make everyone know his friends, and let his friend's memory live on. Do you know what I mean? So in some form, in the build up to that fight, that could have been the narrative that he would have presented to the people. Everyone would have got behind him. Everyone would have supported him. Do you know what I mean? So to hear that he's retiring, it really has worried me to some degree, because I feel at this moment it's a bit soon to make a decision like that, to retire from boxing, because I know it's something that Anthony Joshua is very passionate about, and it's something that his friends have supported him through. And I get what he might be thinking in terms of the people that have been there on this journey with me are no longer with me on this journey. So what's the point of going on? Is going to be an initial thought that he's going through. But what I would say is, and speaking to Joshua directly, if he ever was to listen to this, is one, you're Muslim. So you know that God has a plan for all of us. It's written our day when we leave the earth. And at the same time, I would say to him, we never really die. Our spirits live on. Our memories live on. So think about those two things before you make a decision like that. And three, I would say to Anthony Joshua, everyone's behind you. Everyone supports you. No one can feel the pain that you're feeling right now. But you can fight on. You can live on. And I'm not saying to do anything in the memory of your friends, but I would say for you, in as a way of giving your mind some freedom, giving your mind something to concentrate on, giving your mind the ability to not think if that's what how you're feeling, because it can be overwhelming, the emotion at the moment. I get that. Get back into boxing, bro. Get back in the gym. Sign up for a fight. It doesn't have to be right now. I'm not saying fight in the next 2-3 months, but this year, have one more fight. Do it for your friends. Do it for your family. Do it for yourself. Because the pain of a lost one is never gonna go away. You're never gonna forget about that. But you have an opportunity where you can ease that a little. You can do something to make their memory, to make their legacy even greater to the people, to yourself, because they're going to be with you in spirit. The next time you step in the ring, everyone's going to be with you, bro. They're going to be with you. And that motivation that I feel you've lost to some degree because of your success, I'm telling you, you're going to re-find it. You're going to find it again. So yeah, that's my take on the Anthony Joshua situation. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think about what Anthony Joshua should do, what you think, how he's feeling, and if you think I'm right or wrong on anything that I've said. So until the next video, hope everyone's blessed. Have a great 2026 and show some love.